Hello. Today we're going to be doing solving multi-step equations. Okay. Now we have multiple steps. That's what it means by multi-step equations, and we're actually doing equations, not expressions on the other one that we have done. Um, yeah, we're solving for one variable at a time and plugging it in and seeing if it's actually true. Let's see. And then we have to, yeah, it says solve equation and then check the solution. So we do have to check. This is just combining like terms, the commutative property, and then the distribution property. Yeah, it's pretty standard. They just combine like terms, they combine, and then all they had was this. Subtract 6 on both sides, and then they got, yeah, divide it, get n by itself, and then yeah, pretty standard on like what we did previously. But okay, let's just jump right into it. Let's do number one. We have a minus 4a 36. Okay. What I like to do is draw an imaginary wall. Okay, and we're solving one equation, one variable. Okay. Now, what is our variable? It is a. So we need to pick a side for our a's to be. So this could be our a side, this can be our a side. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to say this is our a side. A side. So this is going to be everything else. I'm just going to say the number side, but it doesn't have to be just numbers. I'm just going to say everything else, but in this case it'll be just numbers on this side, but everything else. We just want a's on this side. Everything else is on the other side. So we have a minus 4a. That is negative 3a. Did we do anything to the other side? No, we just keep it as is. Okay, now we need to get a by itself. There is a negative 3 in front, a multiplication of negative 3 of a. So we have, what's the opposite of multiplying? Dividing. So we have to divide by the same number, negative 3. The reason why we divide by the same number is because if we don't divide by exactly the same number and with the right sign, is we may not be able to get a by itself, because if we just divide by 3, we're just going to be left with negative a, and we want a by itself. So we need to cancel that negative 3 by this negative 3. That's how we do it. Now, whenever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. Since we divided negative 3 on this side, we have to divide negative 3 on this side. We're left with a on this side, and sorry, I had to sneeze. What is 36 divided by 3? That is 12. But not just positive 12, negative 12. The reason why it's a negative 12 is because we got a negative sign. Since we're dividing a positive number by a negative number, it becomes a negative number. So a is negative 12. Now it says that we have to check the solution to make sure that it's correct. It's always good to check your work. Okay, so we said a is negative 12. So in this case we have a, which is negative 12. I like to do parentheses so I know exactly what's inside the a. What is that a? It's everything inside. Then set the parentheses. I just like doing that so it makes it easier to understand. So we have 4, because if we decide to, because sometimes people like get confused by doing this. They might think negative 4 minus 12 instead of negative 4 times negative 12. So that's why I was like doing the parentheses, so it makes it a little bit more clear. And then 36, just like how we had, all we did from right here to here is replace a with negative 12. So we have a negative 4 times negative 12. That is 48, a positive 48. And we have negative 12 still here. 36. What is negative 12 plus 48? That is 36. Right there. Now, that's it. So this is correct. So our answer is actually, in fact, -12 for A. Now we have this problem number 2. 3b minus 5 2b equals 5. Combine like terms. Well, actually, no. First, let's do what I like to do. Draw the invisible wall. And each side we're gonna have. This is one equation, one unknown. We're solving for b, as I should show it, but it says right here we're solving for b, and we need to decide which side do we want our b. Do we want this side to be b or this side to be b? It doesn't matter. I'm just choosing this side. So this is going to be the b side. So this is everything else, or the number side. So what is 3b minus 2b? The reason why I'm doing these two and not these two is because you cannot combine these two. Only the b's you can combine. So on the 3b minus 2b is just 1b. So we have just b minus 5. And then this is 5 on this side. We didn't do anything on the other side. So we got b minus 5. We still have numbers on this side, so we're going to have to get it by itself, b by itself. So how do we get rid of that -5? We have to add 5 to cancel it out, so it becomes a 0. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do it to the other side. Since we added 5 on this side, we have to add 5 on this side across the wall. So we have b equals 10. There you go. So our b is equal to 10. So we want to check. Let me just check. Check. Let's see if we did it correctly. Okay, we got 3b, but our b is 10. Notice how I'm doing the parentheses? I just like doing that. 2b, which is 10. Um, not to scale, but yeah. And then equals 5. Okay, let's see. Okay, 3 times 10, that is 30 minus 5. -2 times 10 equals -20. So we have this. What is 30 minus 5? That is 25. What is 25 minus 20? That is 5. So 5 equals 5. So it is true. B is in fact equal 10. Next problem that we have is this, number 3. We have 5n plus 4 minus 8. Okay, we have this. Okay, same thing. We're one equation, one unknown. In this case, we're solving for n. Draw the little imaginary line. Now we got, I like to combine like terms first and then start moving things around. Now, can I combine anything on the left side? Yes, we can. We have 5n and minus 8n. So what is that equal to? That is equal to -3n. We still have that plus 4, and there you go. Now, we saw that -5. Okay, now let's decide. Do we want this side to be the n side or this side to be the n side? Let's just do n to be on this side because I like to have the n's positive. I just prefer it. So I'm just going to call this the n side. And this is the number side. So we need to get all the n's on this side, all the numbers on this side, or everything else on the other side. Not necessarily, it doesn't have to be just numbers, but yeah. Anyways, let's see. Let's move the n first. We need to move it to the other side. How do we move it? We have to add 3n. So the reason why we're doing that is because we want to cancel this out. And when we add 3n to one side, you have to add 3n to the other side. So we have 4 equals -5 plus 3n. Okay. Now, is this only ends on this side? No. We have a -5 on this side. So we need to move it. How do we move it? We have to add 5 to both sides because we want to cancel this -5. What's the opposite of -5? Adding 5. So whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. So we have 9 equals 3n. Now, is n by itself? No, it's not. There's a 3 in front of the n. That's a multiplication. 3 times n, what's the opposite of multiplication? Division. How do we get it by itself? We want to divide by the same number. In this case, 3. So we just divide by 3 on this side, and we have to divide 3 on this side, because whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. 9 minus, or divide by 3 is 3. Okay, now we want to check. It is 5n, but n is 3 plus 4, 8n, but n is 3 equals -5. I just copied this one, just replace it with n, but n is 3. Or I replace it with 3n because n is equal to 3. Yeah. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 4, and then -8 times 3 is 24 equals -5. Okay, so we got 15 plus 4, which is 19. Okay, or actually, just save some space. Okay, we got 19 minus um, 24. That is, in fact, just 5, -5. And then -5 over here, -5. That's it. We got it. Check. Now let's do the next one. 4 is 12k plus 6 equals 10. Same thing, draw the imaginary line. Okay, can we simplify anything? No, we cannot. Okay, we have one equation, one unknown. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's the same process over and over. Pretty soon you'll just be doing it just by looking at it. It's very easy to follow along. Now, uh, let's decide which side to be the k side. I'm going to say that this is a k side, and this is a number side. Okay. Let's move the numbers on this side to the other side. How do we move the +6? We have to subtract 6. So we can cancel it out. Whatever we do to one side, you have to do the other side. We got 12k over here, and then we have 4 on this side, because 10 minus 6 is 4. So we have to, is k by itself? No, it's not. There's a 12 in front. This is actually 12 times k. 12k is just saying 12 times k. So what's the opposite of multiplication? Division. How do we get rid of that 12? We have to divide by 12. The reason why we divide by 12 is so we can cancel it and it becomes just a 1. So we just get a k by itself. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. We have k is equal to 1/3. The reason why I know it's 1/3 is because 4 divided by 12 is 1/3. Because 4 goes into 12 3 times. Now we gotta check. So we have 12k, but k is 1/3 plus 6 equals 10. So let's give me a second. I just gotta. Okay, this is gonna be 4 plus 6 because 4 times 1/3 is just 4. It's just 10. This is 10. Boom. It works. We are good. Let's do number 5. 3x minus 4 equals 15. We have 3 times x is, well, okay, this guy, let's simplify first. Let's do 3 times, we have to do the distribution property. This is 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Now let's pick a side. Do we want this side to be the x or this side to be the x? I'm just going to say this side to be the x side. And this side is going to be the number side. So we want all the numbers on this side, all the x's on this side. So we got to move that negative 12 on this side. So how do we move it? We have to add 12 on both sides so we can cancel it out. We do one thing on one side, we have to do the other side. So this becomes a 3x. This becomes a 27. This is 3x. Another way of saying 3x, we got to divide by 3 because the opposite of multiplication is division. We have to divide by 3 is because we want a 1 in front, and that's how we cancel out the 3's. What's 27 divided by 3? It is 9. Okay, now let's check if we were doing it correct. Let's do, since x is 9, I'm doing this, 4. Okay, 9 minus 4. We do the inside first because we do PEMDAS. Parentheses go first in the order of operations. Okay, so we have 9 minus 4 is 5. What's 3 times? We bring down the 15 because it's still the same thing. We didn't do anything to it. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 equals 15. That is true, so x is in fact equal 9. Now let's do number 6. We have y minus 8 plus 2y equals this. Okay, let's just draw our line. Let's combine like terms. Okay, we got y plus 2y, that is 3y, minus 8. And then we have this on this side. Let's say that this is a y side. We can do the other side. Doesn't matter. We'll still get the same answer. We got to move the negative 8 because this is the y side. This is a number side. How do we cancel it out? We have to add 8. We have to do the opposite of negative 8, and that's positive 8. So this becomes a positive 8 on this side too, because whatever you do to one side, you got to do the other side on the other side. This becomes 18. This is 3y. Now we have to know that this is 3 times y. What's the opposite of multiplication? Division. We want to get y by itself. We don't want that 3 in front, so we have to divide by the same number, 3. 3 divided by 3 is just 1. It cancels out. Whatever you do to one side, it's due to the other side. So y is equal to 6. Now, we got to check. So we have y, which is 6, minus 8 plus 2y, but y is 6 equals 10. So we got 2 times 6 is 12. Okay. This is positives. Whoops, that's not a negative. Whoops. Okay, so we got 6 minus 8. That is a negative 2 plus 12. That becomes a 10. So 10 equals 10. That is true. So y is equal to 6. Let's see if there's any more for the... Yeah, we could do... Yeah, that's fine. We could end it on this one, or actually, we can continue on with another one, but I'll be right back. Actually, I will make it another video. Yeah, I'll make it into another video. So I will be done for this video. This is gonna be a part one, and then the next one is gonna be part two. If you have any questions, please let me know. Put in the comments section below, and then hopefully I'll answer as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time.